Live, the news on NBC6 today at 6 starts now.
Big changes for people who are waking up in Broward County this morning while you're sleeping. New rules went into effect.
All non-essential businesses are closed until further notice.
We appreciate you starting your morning with us here on NBC6 today at 6 o'clock. It is Monday, March 23rd, and we're following all the latest developments as you're starting your morning on the pandemic.
Yeah, we're going to have more on those new rules in just a moment, but first, here are the latest numbers that came in from overnight. The number of cases in Florida now reaching 1,000 over the weekend. More than 220 of those cases are in Miami-Dade, where another drive-through testing site is opening up to the public, and that is today. In Broward County, the number of cases stands at 217.
Yeah, and residents there are waking up to a new normal. Changes going into effect that Miami-Dade has already been living with. Natalia Ortiz is live for us in Fort Lauderdale this morning with new details on those closures that took effect in Broward County at midnight.
Yeah. That's right. So they took effect around 12:01. So as you guys will begin waking up, if you're just starting to wake up, you'll start noticing as the hours go by that there are going to be many places that would normally be open completely shut down, such as this Galleria Mall right behind me here in Fort Lauderdale. And this goes for all non-essential businesses in Broward County. This is, of course, an effort to stop the spread of coronavirus. It's happening because of an emergency order issued by Mayor Dale Holness yesterday. Now, also Sheriff Gregory Toney of BSO at that press conference said the shutdown would be strictly enforced. The state's Department of Health site shows more than 200 positive cases have been confirmed in Broward, making it, along with Miami-Dade, the epicenter of the COVID-19 pandemic in the state. The order went into effect just past midnight, as you said, Shelley, so it has been a few hours. I want you to take a listen to the mayor as he made the announcement earlier yesterday.
While these are incredibly painful steps to take with devastating short-term and long-term impacts on our community, the potential impacts of COVID-19 to our residents and visitors is much more devastating.
So an important thing for you to note is that among the businesses that are allowed to stay open are grocery stores such as this Publix right here behind me, and pharmacies, gas stations, banks, also hardware stores and laundromats. But of course, for more information, you can always check our NBC6 app and our NBC6 website. Live in Fort Lauderdale, I'm Natalia Ortiz. Back to you.
Time is ticking for guests who are staying in Miami Beach. All hotels there will have to be closed before midnight today, but a lot of people are still struggling to find flights home. The order applies to all hotels and vacation rentals in Miami Beach, and the same case in Miami-Dade County with some exceptions there. There are at least 88 Miami-Dade hotels that are still open to essential lodgers, those who've been impacted by the virus.
Until yesterday, I had my flight. And now I don't have that flight anymore. The thing that is worrying me now, that is we don't know where to go or what to do.
Yeah, a lot of people can relate. For a complete list of hotels in Miami-Dade that are still open, you can visit our website, NBC6.com.
Also happening today, a drive-through testing site at Hard Rock Stadium will be available to the public. That is happening this morning. It first opened up yesterday, but to first responders only. Our co-anchor Johnny Archer is live in Miami Gardens with what you need to know before heading to that testing site. Johnny, good morning.
Good morning to you, Roxy. Yeah, we are at gate 14 at Hard Rock Stadium, and this testing site is scheduled to open at 9 o'clock this morning to the public. Now, when I say the public, there are some restrictions. They'll only be testing people that are 65 years or older and also displaying symptoms of the coronavirus. That includes shortness of breath, a cough, and a fever. Now, yesterday, this testing site here at Hard Rock Stadium was only open to first responders. Now, officials say over 700 first responders and healthcare workers were tested as of 5 o'clock last night. Governor Ron DeSantis said healthcare workers who have come into contact with coronavirus patients were a top priority for getting tested. The governor wanting to expand these testing sites as much as possible around the state.
I think it's very important that we expand the testing as much as possible. And for us at this point, it's just a matter of supply. It's not a matter of will. We want to do it. We're working on plans to be able to do it.
So, as we know, CB Park in Pembroke Pines was the first South Florida drive-through testing site. Now, Miami-Dade Mayor Carlos Jimenez wants to open Marlins Park as a drive-through testing site. He says the details are still being finalized, but it plans to make an official announcement